to the home of the war chant, Osceola, Renegade, and the Florida State Seminoles, a place simply known to some as the Dope. Little gets the blood boiling, but like a rivalry game, barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Tigers ready to get this thing started and open the season. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Line gets set, first down. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. The offense lining up for a first down play. They want to throw it. Pocket starts to collapse. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
It's complete to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And those slot receivers nowadays, they're little water bugs, man. You can play touch football in an elevator to lose to these guys because they're so quick and so dynamic. Get open and catch the football.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And the Seminoles will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. No fair catches here, looking for room. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. And the pass is intercepted. He'll try to take it back. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, no! How about that D coming up with a play like that?
And doing a great job in coverage. Obviously, you got to play run first as a linebacker always. That's your first thought process. But then reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the football, catching it. And then from there, it was easy. Just take it right to the house.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. First down here for the offense. He's looking to throw it. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers.
This defense is making life hard on the quarterback early in the game. We're only in the first quarter. They've already got a pick, and that time they swat another one away, man. They are breaking on the ball.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Moves around to clear up the vision. This time he's got his man. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. It's a reverse. Makes one man miss. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. We had a barn burner the last time these two teams played, and no reason to expect anything else between these two bitter rivals.
Attention to detail, and I think the sense of urgency, David, in a game like this just goes way up.
And I think managing the emotions in these type of games, you know last year was a classic. Now you're trying to form this year's identity of this team and go out and get a win in a big-time rivalry game.
The whole point of running the quarterback on these designed runs is to get an extra blocker. You should be getting more movement up front, but that time, guys were getting knocked backwards, and as a result, they actually lost a yard.
Throws to the wideout. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Got room on the return. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job of his decision-making.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
They'll line up for a second down play. Getting some heat. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
Makes the grab well past the sticks. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw it again. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
After the missed connection, it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You've got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
The Noles will come to the line to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes his connection. They make the stop, but this sweet pulling catch is plenty to give him a first down.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the first down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss. And with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that. And as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Pressure coming. Trying to make magic with his feet. He was able to swerve free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Great move there. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped a really big play. Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. They're getting this guy lathered up. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
And the pass hits, picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you can tell the quarterback was not ready.
There he goes to the right. He's at the 50. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him. He's now up to 64 yards for them on the ground already in this first quarter. He looks as if he's ready to put up numbers. Might as well try to punch them while they're reeling. You get one huge play to set it up. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 40. Finds his tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Power football with the run. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
And that is the first passing touchdown, first of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense. Way to finish it, take care of the football, make some plays in the passing game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard one to stop.
And it's no good. Had a chance to tie it and couldn't do it. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Penn State is down, but don't rule out some late-game magic. With that offense and the kid on D, who's the latest stud at linebacker U, anything is possible. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Georgia. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone. Fires and picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
And a nice job by the offense picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. A first down for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Williams.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Offense gets set for second down. The give to Davis. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
That is such a good run. I'll tell you, if you're going to put on a Seminole helmet, you better be dangerous with the ball in your hands at the running back position, right? You think back to the late, great Bobby Bowden. He was always able to recruit a difference maker at that position. He would have loved to have this guy in his offense because it feels like he can score a touchdown every single time he has the ball.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll leave it with him. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
And that is such great execution by this offense. 3rd down and 2. They know you're running the football, but they were physical. Great job creating a little bit of space. Not only do you get the first down, you chew up a bunch more yards, too. Nice execution by this offense.
Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown Seminoles.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And the extra point puts them on top by 1. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And they touchdown Tigers.
That is such a nice job by the receiver there in that trick play, acting like he's going to block and then getting downfield. He was wide open, thinking to himself, just don't drop this, just don't drop this. All he had to do was catch it and run it into the end zone.
Well, and I think people underestimate the timing of a flea flicker, right? When you got to hand the football off, get the toss back, and the quarterback now be in sync with the receiver, and he catches it, you're right, and then gets into the end zone like he's supposed to for the big-time play.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see... And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. We come to the line hoping to get some of that yardage back from the 17. Looking to throw on second down. Complete to the left.
And the wide receivers have to understand what part of the field they're on. I got to make sure I have enough space when I run those out routes, and when I break, I can catch the football and try to get upfield, get a few more yards. He runs out of space, but he got the catch. He got some positive yards.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
When I shot finding a crease to go get that first, and Dave, there's just some running backs out there that feel like they have that sixth sense. They just know where the marker is. They know where that first down marker is.
Looking to take a shot. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Florida State. And welcome to the offensive showcase, my friend. That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field, throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter. I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he's going to run it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Snags it over the middle.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Hale. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. It's a 1st and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. He's going to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moore. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Trying to find his man on first down. Oh, he makes the catch. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
Now on 2nd and short after the first down completion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Here comes Clemson with another first down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Comes out throwing on first down. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
What an amazing play by the defense. Not only do you get the interception, but you completely flip the field. And how about the open field running by that guy once he made the pick?
He wants to throw it. He makes a grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, no.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Oregon delivered maybe its most thorough thumping in years in a game that featured a ton of big plays, not unlike the way LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, and Jonathan Stewart used to do it. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the going for it all. Makes the grab down the left side. He's off to the races. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Clemson. Lining up for the PAT. Splits the uprights. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. First down here for the offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Got it in the middle, it's Thomas. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Brown. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. And the Seminoles moving quickly to the line. Looking to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on first down. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's second and deep shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown Seminoles.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Before the teams head to the locker rooms. Someone moved a little early and the offense will go backward. The officials offer the deal and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking for a productive play on first down. He'll set up to throw. Still looking. Finds his man. It's Moore. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Clemson, 27.
Just about set to kick it away.
Set to kick off.
Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Those two first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
They'll try to get the first through the air. He's got it on the left. Oh, look out. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
Clemson, number 89. Catching school.
They opt to go for two to try to tie it up right now. The option look. He'll toss it. He gets into the end zone, and the two-point conversion ties the game. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they cap it off with a play that can build momentum, a 78-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something.
Gonna take a shot. He's got it down the right side. Off he goes. Touchdown, Florida State. They take the lead with the 6. And this dude is spinning flaming spears everywhere, and he is cutting apart this defense.
You're going to have Noel Nation doing the chop, getting excited, getting jacked up about this guy, because this is the kind of day that starts to bring even more momentum to this spot. Now you got a quarterback that you can really trust.
And he tacks on the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Oh, he's going to go for the return. And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. If this were a wider field, like maybe in Canada or something, that might have been a turnover.
And they could have turned it into a rouge, right? I mean, this was a great chance by the defense here. I just love the fact that they are flying around and trying to dislodge the football from these ball carriers.
Finds his way ahead for 6 and a little breathing room to the 17.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Give to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
30 short, they've got them back up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. He's got his man, and he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
He's past the 30. He's loose. The 40. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
Well, if you needed any evidence that this coaching staff trusts their big offensive line, you saw it right there. Fourth down, they go for it deep in their own end, and it pays off.
Come on. Don't you think they thought it was third down?
Somebody on the sidelines got some explaining to do, but he's breathing a lot easier now that they were able to pick it up.
From the gun to give, looking for room.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Couldn't find any room at all, and he'll lose 7 on the play.
Great discipline by the backside of the defense. This is my gap. This is where I'm supposed to be. The ball goes away, so be it. I got to stay home. Stays home. Makes a great play for us.
Fourth down and 12 is 4-down territory for this offense. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on fourth down. You're in the third quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. You just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward. Let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job. Nice execution. First down.
Slams it ahead. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Clemson.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to open this drive with a pass. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. When Bobby Bowden built this program, high-flying offenses, great quarterback play, innovation, and that's what they hope they'll see on display today.
Yeah, and it was year after year, man. He found so many elite athletes, such good recruiting in the state of Florida, and when the Seminoles get those guys, man, those teams fly.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He wants to throw. Got the quick pass. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
The give to the single back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
They go right back to it. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
The Seminoles will line it up on 1st and 10. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
That's the end of the third quarter. And after 3, the game is tied.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll ride Davis here.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. He's got a head of steam. Boy, he is hard to bring down.
And this offense is so close they can almost taste taking a fourth quarter lead. But they don't want to leave too much time on the clock for an answer. Corralled and brought down by the defense. defense.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. And listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
Fires into the end zone. Grab near the marker. It's Brown. Touchdown, no! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Old Dominion is putting on an offensive clinic. They built a big lead, and this one is approaching blowout territory. They're up by 22 over the Pandas. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like, the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Crosses the 30. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game 1, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this guy.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Trying to surprise him with the pass. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. They'll go to the air. That's incomplete. Tried to set up the screen, and he dropped the pass.
And 3rd and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Touchdown Seminoles! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking 4th down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. Going for the return. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took it.
And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Florida State.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. He's going to bring it out from deep. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They got it on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's it.
He's going for a big play downfield. And he throws another interception. Bringing it back. Just an outstanding return after the pick, and he'll put that offense in business at the 45.
Defensively, you're always trying to dodge these bullets, the trick plays, right? This is the flea flicker. You can't practice this all the time. You very rarely see it. Wonderful job by the defense, understanding their responsibilities, staying home, forcing the big interception.